Yo, what's up, YouTube? It's your boy him again. We ready to get back at you with another Layer Productions Mixdown. Alright, today we gonna mix down this track called Lay It Down. I'm gonna go through everything, the ins and out. We gonna start from beginning. We gonna go all the way to the end, and we ready to mix down. But hold up, nah, we not ready to mix down in Pro Tools. We ready to put Pro Tools up. We ain't doing nothing in here. We going in the Tracktion. That's where we gonna go at. We're going to T6 and we gonna mix down this track that's laid down in Tracktion, and I'm gonna show you how fast things get to working again. You know how I do it. I'm gonna show you how it works. Alright, we have you the track right here. This the track. Lay It Down. You know, it just was a quick thought, freestyle, top of my head. Did something to put down real quick. Started with just a beat, and I was just like, damn, let me just put a quick idea on here. But I'm going to show you how you could take a quick idea into a song, and even with vocals that ain't been pristine or nothing, you still can fix it up enough where, yeah, you still can get a good song out of it. And they'll tell you all the time, man, it's trash, it's trash. Nah, sometimes the trash, you just got to play trashy games with the trash, you know what I mean? Like, you know how to cover up something. So we going to cover this joint up real quick. That's what we going to do. So we going to get into it. What we got here? Alright, we start off with, I got my beat. I got a drum. My drums done with my MPC. I ain't do no banging on my MPC. I ain't touch no pads or none of that. I just threw the step sequencer. Ran the step sequencer. And, you know, ran that in Tracktion, and you can see my drum beat laid down in Tracktion. And just to keep everything simple, is all the way simple. I don't have nothing but 2 tracks running. You got my drums coming down my MPC. I got this running through a white 2A. This running through a white 2A. Then it's going through my master mix. Then it's going through a brick wall limiter. So I ain't using no clip on my master mix. I turned my clip off because I'm using the brick wall limiter here. So what I did, I made sure I made this go to 10 dB already. So this is already at its mix height. My beat track, I moved to adjust the volume, put that to make sure I got this going to where I want this at right here. So this already hitting. And I know this going to only do where I want it to be. And then I got my next track. It's only a bass. It's like I say, it's only 2 tracks. Very simple. It's only a bass and drums. So you see right here, I don't got nothing, no effects or nothing going on my drums. Nothing happening. I ain't do nothing to my bass. I'm sorry. I ain't do nothing to it. But I got my auxes. My auxes running. My auxes already set up. I got reverb left to right. Delay left to right, and I got my aux running from my pre-master fader back, so everything that's running come down to here. I got it auxing back in, and it's auxing back out right here, coming down this track right here. And this is my aux 2 return. My aux 1 return is running my effects for each signal that's coming through directly that I got running to it. And I only got the vocals and the beat, and you can see the volume differences on my beat. I don't have as much going into my aux as I got in my vocals, so it's great. This beat mostly effect for my vocals. I like where my beat at. I already got the sound I'm looking for out of my beat. So from there, I'm ready to mix these vocals in and make these vocals do what I want to do. Alright, let's just listen to what it sound like with this raw. You know what I mean? It's just raw, nothing done, no EQ, no nothing done or nothing. We gonna just give it a listen. I apologize, baby, that's just how it hold it down. I apologize, baby, that's just how it down. I'ma lay you down. When you come around, I'ma lay you down. I know what it is, you know what it is. You wasn't complaining when you was getting it in. I ain't come to choose it if them bitches choosing me, so. Alright. Alright, so now you can hear already. Vocals raw, nothing going on, nothing spectacular. Not even wouldn't even call them good vocals. You know what I mean? Just like, just rough. Like I said, I was just thinking, and I'm like, man, sometimes I just think while I'm on the mic, you know what I mean, or whatever. Like, that's how my think process goes sometimes. So, alright, so I just said, dang, you know, I'm going to just do a demonstration with this right here. So, I'm going to demonstrate for y'all. I'm going to turn this into a hit. This right here. This rough right inside the Tracktion. And watch this. We're going to start off with, first thing we're going to do is I got my my verse sub right here already set up. So both of my verses are 1 and 2 are going out to verse sub. Okay, so I'm going to go to my verse sub. And I want to put a high pass filter on here. As soon as I out the gate, I want to put a high pass filter on here. So I'm gonna go get the basic Tracktion high pass, turn it on high pass, and I'm gonna set this. But what I'm gonna do it higher than what you'll normally have it, because I already know that I want to make this. I already thought what I want this to sound like already. So I'm gonna make my effects really take over this, because I already know, like I told you, it's not good vocals. So because I know it's not good vocals, I'm already knowing effects going to be my go-to thing that's going to make me do everything. So I'm going to go to my low pass. I got my low pass. I'm going to put my low pass high. Let me check this out and see.
I'ma lay you down when you come around. I'ma lay you down. I know what it is. You know what it is. You wasn't complaining when you was getting it in. I ain't come to choose it up them bitches choosing me. So
alright, the low pass right there, that already gave me a little better feeling than what I already had. This already, like, it cleared up. So then I'm gonna go from there. Like I say, this gonna be straight effects, so I ain't even worry. I normally go heavy with my effects and my octaves, but I'm gonna go heavy with my effects on the track, on my sub. So I'm gonna come in, I'm gonna put me a phaser on here. I'm gonna come with a phaser, and I'm gonna create a little, the feeling of the auto-tune, man, my own version of it. Like, and this what I'm gonna do for y'all. And I'm gonna tweak this up a little bit. And this what I'm gonna put together right here is going to do it. Alright, we're going to put this first phase on. Let's see what we got. We're just going to give it a quick
I'ma lay you down. I know what it is. You know what it is.
Alright, I like that. So I'm going to go and put the G snap on. I'm going to put the G snap on it. Put this G snap on. Now I'm going to load one of my presets up. This is my preset. So I'm going to load my preset up that I use with the G-Snap. I'm going to throw another phaser behind here. It's another little trick. See, I'm going to come with the other phaser behind it. And we're going to just, all we're going to do is just set it at a different setting than what the first one was. That's all we're going to do. Alright, let's see what we got.
I'ma lay you down.
Alright, so we know but we do want to steal that effect right there. So we want a little bit of that, but we don't want all that. But we want that effect right there. So we're going to check that out like this. Let's see what we got here.
I'ma lay you down when you come around. I'ma lay you down. I know what it is. You know what it is. You wasn't complaining when you was getting him. I ain't gonna shoot another minute, shoot a mix. I know what it is. I just do it, man. And I apologize, baby. That's just how it is.
Okay, alright, I like that. Yeah, it's more trash, and it's working with it. The trash gonna work together. We're gonna make a big bag of trash, but we're gonna make it pretty, and we're gonna wrap it up with gift wrapping, and then you're gonna love it. You know, so after that, then we're gonna go from that, and we're gonna go ahead and put our white 2A on there. You know what I mean? So we gotta put the white 2A on there. So we're gonna put the white 2A right here. Alright. But I gotta turn these faders back on right here, because while I'm processing, you notice I was clipping what was going on, because these my pre-faders to know for my level gain that I know I'm great at. So I'm gonna cut these on right now, and all these is doing is just the regular volume is just coming in with the flat signal. I like to leave that there, and I make my second volume I turn down with. I don't know, it's a habit I do. You could do whatever you want to do, how you want to do it. You don't have to follow this technique, but this is how I like to do it. Alright, so turn that down. I got the 2A on, and we're going to go ahead and we're going to dial up on the 2A mid side. We're going to turn the mid side on, and we're going to dial up on the 2A, but it ain't nothing going on here but mids. So we ain't going to worry about that. We ain't going to worry about the size, because this is going to be, it's mono.
I lay you down. I know what it is. You know what it is. You wasn't complaining when you was getting him. I ain't gonna shoot it up and finish shoot a mix. So I know what it is. I just do okay. I apologize, baby. That's just how it is. You was in the club, popping bottles in here. Look, I know what it is. You know how it is. Flying through the city, disappearing with it. I apologize, baby, that's just how it is. Hold you down, I apologize, I lay you down. I know what it is, you know what it is. You wasn't complaining when you was getting him. I ain't gonna shoot it up the finish, shoot the mix. So I know what it is, I just do it. I apologize, baby, that's just how it is. You was in a club, popping bottles in here.
Okay, so we getting somewhere. Alright, so I got that set up. You know what I mean? We ready? Now what we need to do after that, we ain't do no EQing yet. We ain't touching no EQ yet. I wanted my sound already before I even pick my EQ up. So we're going to go ahead, we're going to put the EQ on. We're going to drop EQ down. Okay, and we're going to set this up. Alright, so we put the EQ out. So I know off the break, I'm a high pass. So I'm going to put my high pass on off the break. But this time, I ain't going to need the high pass all the way up, because it's already been high pass. So it ain't going to really matter for that. Then I'm going to go to my first spot where I know I'm just going to have some problems. So I'm going to come dip this out. I know my dip, I'm going to have these problems right here. These problems are always there with my vocals. So I'm going to come right there. This is a problem I always got. Turn my Q up. Q. About 3 dB out of there. Alright.
I'ma lay you down when you come around. I'ma lay you down. I know what it is, you know what it is. You wasn't complaining in the club, I'm bottles in there. I know what it is, you know how it is. Slide through the city, disappear, reappear. I apologize, baby, that's just how it is. You know what it is, you know what it is. You wasn't complaining when you was getting it in. I ain't come to shoot the look of business to the race, so I know what it is. I just do it big. I apologize, baby, that's just how it is. You was in the club, all bottles in there. I know what it is, you know how it is. I'ma lay you down. I know what it is, you know what it is.
Make sure all the plugs feel right. Automation full.
I ain't come to shoot the look of business to the race, so I know what it is. I just do it big. I apologize, baby, that's just how it is. You was in the club, I'm bottles in there. I know what it is, you know how it is. Slide through the city, disappear, reappear. I apologize, baby, that's just how it is. Hold you down. I apologize, baby. I ain't coming to shoot the business to the race, so I know what it is. I just do it big. I apologize, baby, that's just how it is. You was in the club, popping bottles in here. I know what it is, you know how it is. Sliding through the city, disappear, reappear. I apologize, baby, that's just how it is.
Alright, okay. So that's all I'm gonna do for right there. That's it. I'm gonna do that right there. That's it. So this my sub. I like my sub.
I know what it is. You know what it is. You wasn't complaining when you was getting it in. I ain't come to shoot the look of business to the race, so I know what it is. I just do it big. I apologize, baby, that's just how it is. You was in the club, I was in there. I know what it is. You know how it is.
Alright, so we got that set up. So now we're going to jump down to the hook. Throw a low pass on. Put a low pass on. Alright. Well, it's going to be a high pass, but, you know, they say it's a low pass / high pass filter. But we're going to put one of them on it. Alright. Turn the high pass. And I ain't gonna get this one the same amount. I'm gonna come back a little more because I want the hook to sound like it's the hook, because I did it all at one time. Phone always got a ring, right? Alright, so gonna put the low pass right there. Then now we're gonna come after the low pass. We're gonna come with the same thing that we did on the other one. We're gonna come with the same thing we did, but we're gonna throw an accent on here too, because we ain't subbing. So we're gonna make sure we do that. We're gonna throw an accent on here, because like I say, I want the hook to sound like the hook. So I'm gonna put my aux right here first, because I already know that. That's what I'm doing. My accent going to bus 1. That's where it's going. Now, what I'm going to do here is basically just copy and paste these same plugins right to here. Just hold control, move the plugin, drop it down. Hold up. What happened right there? There you go. Yeah, so I'm going to copy these plugins, put them on this track too. You're going to call the house phone too, see? He determined. You want nothing, son. Stay home. Alright, so we got this set up. So we got that set up. Now let's see what our hook look like.
I apologize, baby, that's how it is. I apologize, baby, that's how it is. I'ma lay you down. You come around, I'ma lay you down. I know what it is, you know what it is. You wasn't complaining when
Alright, so we got it already in cohesion. We got it all working together right now. So we closed it in at 20 minutes. 20 minutes, I got you this far already. I got your verse. I got your hook. You already got your sound you already looking for. You know what I mean? With our preset oxes already set. And we just bring on, like I say, I'm running number of reverb. And I'm using the presets. I ain't tweak nothing. I go tweak that later on when I feel there's a problem. But right now, I ain't worrying about that. I'm trying to show you how to mix this down real quick, get it going. Alright, so now I got that running in. Once that's running in, we're going to come down to our master section. Come down to our master section. We're going to start working down here now. Alright, and you'll notice my master fader already set up with plugs, because I already had worked on it. All these plugs already had worked on it with the beat when I was making my beat. So 9 times out of 10 when I'm making my beat and I got my thought going, I already know that what I'm going to do. So once I'm already at that point where I know what I'm going to do, I like to keep that same taste while I'm working. So when I want that same taste, I'm going to work off what I left this master at, what I left my master plugins at. We're going to have to make this sound go into that sound for it to be a complete sound for my liking. I want it all to be the same thing. So, like I said, I already got my master plugin running. A little MDA diff at the end. So I ain't going to need no different after I render this track out, because I already put my different because I like to hear it in my track. I mean, you really don't hear if you don't do music for a while, but once you do music for a while, you hear it. Unless you just turn it all the way up till it's buzzing. I'm saying if you turn it down to a moderate sound where you not overdoing it, you don't really hear the hum, but you want to know it's there. Alright, so now we got that going. Like I said, we ready to go into our master fader section where we got our vocal sub in the master fader, our beat sub in the master fader, our aux, and the pre-master is where everything going first before it goes to my master fader. So we're going to go through this. We're going to start off with, we're going to put a EQ1A sidechain rack on this vocal bus. But we know we're going to put it here because I know I want a sidechain to my master bus off the break. But I'm going to put it down here. You know what I mean? I'm going to put it right here first. So I'm going to put it right here. Put my side chains. If you notice, once I put it here, it's going to automatically, once I pick where them filters coming from in my side chain, it automatically going to have it. Alright, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to add a plug in. I'm going to put my EQ1A in here because I know that I'm really planning on my effects to do everything. So I want to do my turning up with my EQ1A because it ain't going to really stretch the sound as much. It's going to make sure it's giving the sound turned up in a musical way. So I'm going to use my EQ1A to do my back EQing off of this. So I'm going to need to send this all, my vocal sub left, and you'll notice the rack came up on my vocal sub. See the rack, same rack I'm working with, it came up here. So now, what I'm going to do, I'll hook this back. Alright, take this out, break this, put this here. Yeah, and I'm using the old Mackie side chain compressor. I'm using the Mackie. Came with Tracktion 3. This right here. Still work. All of them still work. They work great. This one thing I tell you is, you can't, if you're planning to use them for your project, plan to use mostly them for your project if you're going to use up to like 3 or 4 of them, of the Mackie plugins, because once you use a lot of them, it will shut your project down if you try to use a lot of them for some reason, because I guess what they say that they ain't get Mackie to get them they didn't give them the rights to that. That's why they made just a master mix out like the final mix. So, but I still use the plugin. So now I got this running through here. Got my EQ1A. So we're gonna get it going. We're gonna start off with the side chain. Now remember, that's not really a effect for this track. When I'm affecting my vocal track, but I already know I'm gonna put my side chain right there. So I wanted to put that right there, and I want my side chain only catching the raw from the track that already came, because I know I'm already going to put more add on here. So I want that side chain to only be the raw, because I'm ready to make all my vocals and stuff come back into the beat. So we're gonna add this in. Come down here. Put out EQ on here. Alright, we got our EQ on here. We're gonna dial in high pass. I already know I'm a high pass, so I'm a high pass. Only about 100. So I'm gonna dial my high pass in. Then I'm gonna go ahead and dip out where I know I be having a problem, but I'm gonna be off a little bit than where I was at, just a little bit than the last one. I know it's at like 130, so I'm gonna go like 150. Like 159 would be great. Alright. Turn my Q. Give me a high Q, because I already done cut right here, so I want high Q. I'm just making sure I clean it up. That's what this for. This more rather. Just making sure I clean it up. So I put my high Q there. Alright. We're gonna kill this. Like 4 dB. Alright. Let's see what we got.
Talking like she been loving it. I don't know what she love for. She even that same when I move out when I dust all. I'ma lay you down. You can't play around. Put this song around. Hands back on the ground. Hands out of the bed. Let's come down. Bitching up a mile. Standing up and chill while I'm just looking down. When I disappear, look, I come back right around. Calling on my millions. Look, they know how to know. You know what it is. You see her going down. Don't make sure you gonna be later. When I'm looking down, I know what it is. I'ma lay you down. By the dance, baby, that's a sound. I'ma lay you down. By the dance, baby, that's a sound. I'ma lay you down. When you come around, I'ma lay you down. By the dance, baby, that's a sound. Hold you down.
Alright, okay. We got the vocals. So I'm gonna throw a low pass on it. My low pass on it. I'm gonna kill this. Like I say, it's effects. So I already know I'm gonna put my size up I'm gonna effect up. It's gonna be all effect track. I'm gonna kill this. You know, get a little crispiness out of that. You gonna bump that up on the edges right there.
Apologize, baby, apologize, baby, I'ma lay you down. I'ma lay you down. When you come around, I'ma lay you down. You know what it is. You know what it is. You wasn't complaining when you was getting down. I ain't come to shoot it up and shoot it make some. I know what it is. I just do it. I apologize, baby, that's how it is. You was in a club, I'm about 15. I know what it is.
Alright, so we got EQ going. We're gonna go back inside. We're gonna go back inside the I'm sorry, we're not gonna go back inside nothing. We're gonna go to our beat for a second. We're gonna go to our beat. And like we ain't gonna really do too much to it. We will add a bus compressor to it. We're gonna put a bus compressor on our beat. That's it. Alright, so we're gonna put the bus compressor on our beat. We're gonna mid-side it. Talking like she been loving it. I don't know what she does for. She even that same game when I move out when I does all. I'ma lay you down. You can't play along. Do this song wrong. Hands back on the ground. Hands out of the bed. Let's come down. Bitching up around. Standing up until I'm just looking down. When I disappear, look like come back right around. Calling on the millions. Look, and I'm hurting. You know. Alright, I just wanted to just make sure it's all together with there. Nothing extreme, nothing. I just wanted to make sure I hear the compressor working. That's it. That's all I wanted out of that. So we got that going. You know what I mean? We're gonna go to the pre-master and we're gonna put a white 2A on there real quick with some mid side, because everything go through here. We're going to put some white 2A on here. Alright. Simple compressor so you can see it work easy. We're going to use a simple compressor.
You know what? apologize, baby, that's how you're going down. I apologize, baby, that's how you're down. I'ma lay you down. When you come around, I'ma lay you down. But that's cool, talking that shit to me. Talking like she been loving that. I don't know what she does for. She been that same when I move out, when I does all. I'ma lay you down. When you can't play along, do this song.
Alright, here we go. So, we got the 2A on there. You know what I mean? Got the 2A on there. So, we gonna do, I'ma go ahead and put me a prefix on here too. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna run the prefix on here too. So I'm gonna undo this. I'm gonna put a prefix in here. I'm gonna make sure everything right. I'm gonna put this prefix in here. Alright, so we're gonna put the prefix in. They said put the prefix in. You notice I'm putting this in 2 channels, right? Yeah, I'm putting it in 2 channels. And I'm gonna come out both channels too. Yeah. Alright. So we're gonna go to this prefix. And now, this gonna be it, man. I'm gonna set this prefix up, set this 1A up, and man, we should have what we looking for. Alright, here we go. Alright, if you're not familiar with side chain compression doing, basically, as you can see with this compressor, you easily can understand it, because if you can see, this meter is going to give you your key. That's your key is the sound that's coming in. You can even listen to only the sound that's coming in, which I know what's coming in. There's only vocals coming in through here because I got this coming from my vocal sub. So in this, your left and right going to be your regular signal or everything else. So what happened with side chain compression is you create the wave effect. I want to just only put my vocals right at the top of this, at the top of that of my beat, and the rest of the sound. I want to make sure my vocals right there. So really, I'm only just adding these vocals for as it's going through the mix process. I know I ain't gotta go back in, and I ain't gonna never have to go touch my no faders. You know what I mean? If I want the vocals up, it's gonna be from here. You know what I mean? I know that I'm gonna be able to do it from here. I already got my beat where I want my beat, so I ain't worried about that. So I'm gonna just run through here and let this run through here just to get the side chain through here. I ain't even gonna really do nothing with the compressing or nothing. I'm just wanted to run through here just to get, and I'm gonna control how much coming in from outside of here. Alright, so let's go. We're gonna go back in. We're gonna run through the prefix. Let me let you know what's going on my chain. What's coming through here, focus plug-in, it's free. You can go get this. What this do is make everything come center, sit everything in the center, looking straight at you. Like I say, my EQ1 there, you already know I'm using this to, I'm gonna use this to boost and in a 10, because I know this is gonna cut everything up nice and clean. Then I'm gonna use my prefix. This is basically a channel strip, basically, because it got everything. You got EQ, side chaining, and you got gating, scope, phase, everything. So everything I need to make this sit where I want it to sit is right here in my hand. So first thing I'm gonna do, I'm gonna set this first, then I'm gonna go set my EQ1A. I'm gonna go set this first.
Baby, Talking like she been loving it. I don't know what she love for. She even that say when I move out when I does all. I'ma lay you down. You can't play around. You just sit around. Hands back on the ground. Niggas on the bed. Let's compound. Fixing up the mouth. Standing up and chill. I'm just looking down. Wanna let disappear. Look, I come back right around. Calling them the millions. Look, they know how to you know what it is. You see her with me now. No way she can be later. Her friend I'm looking down. I know what it is. I'ma lay it down. Apologize, baby. That's just how it is. I'ma lay it down. Apologize, baby. That's just how it is. I'ma lay you down. When you come around, I'ma lay you down. Apologize, baby. That's just how it is. Down. Talking like she been loving it. I don't know what she love for. She even that same when I move out when I does all. I'ma lay you down. You can't play around. You just turn around. Hands back on the ground. Knees out in the bed. Let's compound. Fixing up a bound. Standing up and still while I'm just looking down. Wanna disappear. Look, I'm come back right around. Calling them my names. Look, they know how to you know what it is. You see her looking down. No man she'll be later. Her friend I'm looking down. I know what it is. I'ma lay it down. Apologize, baby. That's just how it is. I'ma lay it down. Apologize, baby. That's just how it is. I'ma lay you down. When you come around, I'ma lay you down. Apologize, baby. That's just how it is. Down. Baby.
through, 2 passes. This is where we got it. So now, that's it, man. I'm great. Do the EQ. Man, that jump done, man. Like that, man. Shit ain't about nothing. You can easily do this, man. Okay, so we're going to go on here. We're going to pull this out. The good old pull tech, you know. And we great. Go ahead and slam.